Okay, so the video might be cut in half now.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Okay, we'll
So-
cut away from Boogie Yard's combat music. Go back to
Sorry,
normal theme music.
Sorry you have to deal with that, Zero.
It's all good. I needed to restart my router anyway.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. Do you guys see my 28 stealth check?
What?
I do, yes.
Did you see
Excellent.
the
Funny,
door opens, Hanu dives behind anything?
which is funny because the conversation was happening, and then when she's like leans out so she can you can see her, and she goes, "You come here." Come
Yeah.
here.
And as I said before stream died, as they are being distracted by Hanu, Dive just goes up to Aloysius and goes, "How the fuck did she find you? What did you do?"
As Hanu, as you come within arm's reach, she grabs you in a big bear hug and does that big that hug that lifts you up off the ground and goes, "Oh, aren't you such a fun one?" Sets you back down.
He makes a squeaky toy noise.
Oh, you and that little voice in the head of yours. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun.
Woo! In his head, he goes, uh-oh.
Yeah, and actually,
I'm actually with the shit now.
That's not good. And Aloysius leans over and goes, "When I helped you."
Oh, don't...
Yes, of course, when you helped them. Oh my goodness, divine intervention? The grandest form of Deus Ex Machina. Of course I knew it happened.
I'm kind of sad now.
Oh, why?
The dejected way would... I mean...
Out of character, by the way. I died before we heard who this is. Who is this?
Oh, this is
This is
Boogie.
Kanaris' sister.
I knew that,
Boogie,
Smarty.
Yes, the...
Boogie.
The theater god.
The theater
Yeah.
god. The theater kid.
Hanu.
Don't worry. You had nothing at fault. Besides, she reaches over and pinches Konar's cheek. He was gonna reveal himself at some point anyway.
Hanu, after being released from the death hug, steps back,
Yeah.
pulls out his decorative fan he made recently, flips it open to cover his face, just...
She's very loud. So Nina, if you roll a perception check, we can see whether or not you hear all that's going on. You did see Dive and then Hanu run into the house, though.
They didn't run into the house. They just picked.
We
up
brought the box
and went
with us.
inside. Yeah.
Box is inside.
Oh, hey. I guess there's no point in calling you Aloysius anymore. Hey, Canaris, there is a box outside your house.
You hand it to him.
Yeah.
He takes it, and Bugio goes, "That would be from our sibling. They're very remorseful that things happened as they did. So a little present."
Is that why they dropped off a decapitated head?
I knew it. Okay, she turns to Bugia. You know, he said when he helped us, it was him that chose to reveal himself. Like that was fully our fault.
Exactly, it was all his fault. He did it.
She puts hands on hands on hips, disappointed mama. I told you that you were gonna pay. That you were gonna regret that.
Motions to Hanu, the pure fates divinely looking down upon you to release my brother from his self-imposed stupor. Wonderful, wonderful. You. The moment Nina walks in, you're so fun to watch. No, she totally reveals you.
Hanu turns his head at Nina, and his eyes say, "Run, save yourself."
Not while you still can.
No. You come here too. Come here. And she gets you in a big bear hug.
Hanu.
You are? Okay. Let's fucking go for this.
Hanu looks at the dog. Help.
The dog looks at you and literally shakes its head and puts its head down.
Fucker!
What do you want me to do about it, monkey?
I roll to hug.
God,
okay.
roll bigger dice.
Oh god, yeah, no, she gives the best bear hug. Yeah, she gives the best bear hug.
Okay.
And then she
Plus
sits you
a
down and
million?
then pats you on the shoulder and goes, "Oh, by the way, I'm so sorry, Brother Hodag. I went a little too far on that. That's my bad.
You!
Interesting.
You needed a good challenge, all right? You
Since
needed a
it's
good
a mythological creature.
You needed a good challenge.
Nina-
Reminder
Nina,
of your
like-
homeland.
Nina like stands and thinks for a second. You go apologize to Ashley right now.
I will as soon as they get over here, and I know they're gonna be coming over here soon. She sticks her head out of the door and goes, "Ashley, get over here!" and says this loud enough for you to. What's your last name again?
Just turn around.
Ghost Heart.
Yeah, she's like, "Go, Star, get over here! I got one for you
Ashley-
too. Come here."
Ashley
Is someone
turns
calling
around.
me?
You see very
Apparently,
briefly
yes.
this dwarven woman, go back into the house. Yeah, let's get everyone here. Oh, and
I
Yeah.
suppose she
Just
gestures for
shrugs.
Percival.
It follows.
And as actually, Nina, as you're like walking away, she's like, "By the way, when you went to go in and grab the Hodag afterwards, I had already gotten rid of him, and I had to restart the. I'm so glad you're only 2 hard at its wounds because I totally fucked up. That's when you killed it. That's why I asked for a perception check, and you just didn't notice that the wounds didn't match up.
That's amazing.
And then the moment you say that, Dive, she turns around and goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and she grabs you and pulls you into a big hug, and not like other hugs too that kind of like give it a little shake. She gives you a big squeeze hug. You go.
You said, "Oh, dive."
Sparks fly off of Dive.
To move your token, you know. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Move
shit.
your damn token.
Sorry.
Hanu.
Are we
Get in here, you
miss-
two!
are
Oh,
we
there
missing
you.
out on something here?
The moment you come in, this dwarf woman comes out of fucking nowhere. Ah, you watch, big old hug, lifts you up like you're a fucking like a handful of grapes.
Percy.
Ashley-
Hanu is hiding behind this dog, and he's like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here.
Eshe pats her back and does hug back, and Eshe's a pretty good hugger, but she also says, "I'm sorry, I definitely don't know you."
God.
I'm Konash's sister, Bukion, and you, Sir Percival the Fourth, comes over,
That is
I-
indeed myself.
hands wide open, gives you a big hug.
Dive says to Conorus as like all of the commotion's going on. So, what's in the box?
He lifts up
What's
the
in
lid.
the box?
Do you read the note over his shoulder?
Yes.
It says, "Dearest brother, apologies for the rudeness upon your domain instituted by my underlings.
And
For
that is
this-
question mark.
For this breach of courtesy, please accept this gift in return. Signed, your sibling." And he looks down at it, very briefly, lifts it up just enough to figure out what it is and lays it back down and closes the box.
What is it?
It's a severed
It's
animal
definitely-
head.
It's definitely a severed head.
I fucking knew it.
He sets the box down next to him.
Great.
It seems my sibling knew I was here all along.
Okay, good. That means that we didn't fuck it up for you. That's nice.
Oh, goodness. So lovely to see. Oh, and then Jess was around. And I've already said this to Nina, but she said, I'm so sorry about the Hodag. I went a little far. I just wanted you to have a, you know. Oh, and Percival,
Hello.
I am so very sorry for misleading you, but you just.
Oh my god, you was the mother?
Hold on. And literally, as if in a mirage, like a heat wave, she her entire figure kind of wibbles and wobbles, and then standing before you
Oh my
is
fucking.
is the orc woman that asked you to save her son.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
well, that saves us a journey, doesn't it?
So okay. Like
Apparently, yes.
I like to think that whilst this craziness is going down here, Dive and Kanaris are just having a perfectly normal and calm conversation on Kanaris' bed.
While Canaris just deals with the severed head in the box.
He just sets it down away from him. He doesn't want to deal with it right now.
Fair.
So how
How's
would you
everyone?
reckon- So how
Sorry,
did
go
you reckon? How did you reckon she knew that you were here? How did you reckon that they knew that you were here?
I don't know. Long enough to know that this was my, quote, domain.
Oh, wait, but if they already know, then you have no reason to make the potion anymore, right?
I also don't want to be reminded of my family.
And
Nina comes
she-
over. And
She
comes
looks
over.
over at Boogiard. I don't think you have a choice in that matter, unfortunately.
And actually, as you say that, Boogie like twists to like not look at you, but you can see her, and she gives you a wink in such a way that Konoas can't see that.
Dive gives Boogiard a wink back. Dive likes Boogiard.
I like Boogia. We are very
Hanu's
much
screaming.
very, like,
Eshe
very
is,
much invested in swapping stories.
Eshe is confused, but is listening to the stories with interest.
Yeah, and I do apologize for misleading you. I did get the story a little bit wrong. I was so excited. I just wanted you to like. There was a plot hook sitting right there, and
What-
no
what
one
little
knew.
story without some embellishment.
Well, there was a plot hook right there waiting, and you didn't know, so I had to push you in the right direction. I promise from here on out, I will not make anything up wholesale like I do with the Hodag. Just on occasion, give you a little nudge in the direction you need to get a good plot hook.
I'm all for, well, I'm sure you know, I am all one for a good story.
Nina
Oh,
Nina
That
shakes
certainly
her
was a
head
good
and like
story.
Nina shakes her head and takes one arm off of Hanu and just like makes the throat cutting motion like no, do not make a deal with this fucking Fae.
Oh, there's no deal. There's no deal. I'm not making
No,
a deal.
Nina's not saying this out loud.
No, you're not.
She's a
But she seems
god.
to just know. And she's like, I'm not making a deal, I swear, I'm not making a deal. I'm just saying I'm heavily invested in your storyline. And it would be remiss of me to make things up for the story. There's so many other good plot hooks in the world. But on occasion, you just missed them. And so I need to give you a little push in the right direction. Besides, all of you are so interesting. 4 of you touched by the very light.
Cringe.
Would that be
Oh.
the massive... You're not going to tell us.
There's
No.
just a moment where you could see,
we
like,
knew that.
Percival's, like, visibly counting.
Dive holds up a hand. I mean, it's pretty obvious who didn't.
Oh, but you're so special in the exact opposite way. Oh my goodness, all of you are so unique.
And,
Oh,
that's actually what I
That's
was
interesting.
going to ask. And when I messaged Eli, who didn't
Yep.
fucking do it fast enough,
I've been thinking about that, yes.
I
But a
wanted to
lot's
ask-
going on.
I wanted to ask about the flashbacks that my friends have been having. What do you know? Well, you clearly know something. So what do you know?
oh. She looks at Konaris, and she just looks at Konaris with a big smile, and he goes, "No, don't involve me. Don't involve me."
No, don't you dare.
And she starts doing the big puppy dog eyes. He goes, "Those don't work on me. You know I'm dead inside."
Honey looks
starts
at
doing the
Nina.
big puppy dog eyes.
Honey looks at Nina. I have said that to you before. Fucking flashback. You know those don't work at me. I'm dead inside.
And he looks over at you doing it, and then he immediately looks away like, "Nope, can't, nope, not
No,
looking."
no.
Can't look at time. Can't look at time. Can't look at
Can't make me
time.
look at it. You can't make me look at it. And she goes, "Oh, well, either way, there is something unique about all of you for one reason or another, and it makes such a fascinating story. I mean, already alone, a group of people that never asked to be born, forced to save hundreds of refugees from a world they've never seen. Oh my
I-
goodness.
That's
I
everyone.
don't know that anybody has ever asked to be born.
I've met a
Maybe
few who demanded.
Canaris.
I mean, I look at my IRL sister. Yeah, she pretty much demanded.
Canaris goes, no, I didn't. I really didn't. No, he
Okay.
really didn't.
No, I'm talking about my IRL.
No.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
your sister, yes. But Canaris is like, I didn't ask to be
I
born, and she's like confirming, yeah, he didn't ask to be born.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, stories are after I have a fair few for you.
Once our parentage had made one that would help make things with him, make things with them. Someone had to take care of time. Isn't that right, brother? Yes.
During this conversation, Dive's gonna get up, go to the kitchen, get a glass of water, bring it back, gives it to Canaris.
He takes it.
He smashes it
holds
over
for-
her head.
He takes it. He just holds it for a little while.
He considers
And you know
it.
what- Yeah, you know what? He considers it, and she like leans in almost for him to like, if you want to do it, go ahead.
Almost daring him.
Dive knows that he's gonna drink it. Dive knows
Yeah.
that he probably hasn't drunken in like a
There's
day.
there's a long pause, and he slowly raises the glass to his mouth and slowly drinks it, not breaking eye contact with it. And she's just like, all right. Anyway,
Hanu doesn't
Anna,
like how
has
much
it been
of a
long
thing.
enough that has it been a minute so I can designate
Oh,
a
sure.
new lead?
yeah.
Cool.
This
okay.
bitch.
This
Uh-huh.
bitch.
This
Yeah.
bit. Actually, there was something that I wanted to ask you about, but she looks over at Boogie
Boogie
Boogie. She looks over at Boogie and she's like, I think now might not be a good time.
Oh, maybe I can answer it.
No.
Oh.
I mean, no, sorry. That was rude of me. I think that it would be better if Canaris explained.
It's
It
personal.
It is rather yes, it is rather personal. Well, I
Oh,
guess
well.
it would be personal to you as well, but I think it's more personal to hear.
It is Percival.
Mm-hmm.
Hanu throws something at you. Like he just picks up something off the floor and hucks it at your head.
Oh, there's whatever you want. She points to Percival. You? I like you.
I like you too.
Like Hanu doesn't want to be here.
Anyway,
Nina
as much as
thinks for a moment.
I mean, the whole reason I'm here is because you liked me, Percival. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have shown up. Well, aside for Canaris, but you know, you did ask for adventure.
That I do. Always and ever.
But yes, I promise not to make anything wholesale anymore. I went too far. I know that. I'm sorry. But you know, I'll just be, you know, giving you a little nudge in the right direction, giving you little ways. This is my reason of like, hey, by the way, do you want to go do this thing?
Hold
Hey,
on.
Hey, that makes
Steering there.
sense.
Hold on. This is too much. I have to ask.
Yeah.
How?
How what?
You're not gods anymore. How do you have the power to do any of this?
Ah. We may not be gods, but we are like, if we had to give a number to it, like level 20 wizards.
Hanu's level 4 Magus eye twitches.
We may not be gods, but we are immensely powerful.
But-
And for those of us that still, you know, have our, you know, godly implements with us and flex our magical power on decent occasion, you know, it's like a muscle. You gotta train and keep it up. You know, we're still pretty strong. Looks over Konos. Some of us didn't do that, did we?
Don't be mean.
Don't be mean, said like a 4-year-old.
The pet's Canaris' head.
He's trying his best.
Nina like says under her breath, the rings of magic only go up to 9.
Actually, they go up to 10.
Actually, they go up to
Nina.
10.
Yeah, Nina,
Yeah.
they go up to 10. Fake it.
What do you
Oh,
think?
It
That's,
is.
that's fucking
Dungeons
level
and
10. That's fucking rank 10 magic. How would Nina know about that?
Well, maybe you should try being a wizard like me. Because I'm a wizard.
But you know what? You've given such Such wonderful entertainment so far. I'll answer one question that isn't pertained to your mystery,
Damn
Mr.
it.
Oliver. I knew you were going to try. I knew you were going to try, but I'll answer any one question.
Well, I'll have to think about it more because I'll be honest.
You almost see like she's like leaning on a table with her elbows and her shoulders are like moving in a way that she's like listening to music that none of you else you can hear.
Nina's like annoyed and also like thinking about how the fuck can I. Nina's the thing. She's stamping her feet on the ground. She's kind of like, how the fuck
Whipping
do I
her tail
solve
back and
this?
forth.
Yeah, tail back and forth. She's like,
Hanu
okay.
being slapped with her tail back and forth.
She rolled a 27 art law. Like, she's like,
Yeah, what was that 27 outlaw for?
Nina's trying to figure out. So art law is specifically about yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, stories, tales, and the arts.
Yeah.
Nina is annoyed that the mystery is getting solved. She does not want to talk with the author of the story. She does not want to be in a story with an author. She's annoyed at knowing this. She's annoyed that this is happening. But also, she can respect the arts. She loves art. She can respect it. But also, like...
So,
Nina's trying to figure out what is the deal Nina can make with this god to make this god stop fucking up the mysteries.
With that 27, you are aware that Boogiard will on occasion make up adventures wholesale. She can, and she actually has done that with you, right, with the Hodag. However, she has stated that she's no longer going to do that, and not like be the author. She's just going to be like,
random fucking NPCs.
She's gonna throw side quests at us.
Yeah, whenever there's a plot hook that y'all just totally missed, she's like somehow will get your attention to go check out the plot hook. And she's not gonna be like show up and be like, hey guys, go check out the plot hook. It'll be like you overhear an NPC, or like an NPC's like, hey, I have a quest for you, or like you see a poster with the information you need. Like she's gonna be very subtly be like, this is me as a DM going, hey, when I have a plot hook in a place that you just for whatever reason totally missed and you kind of need to go do, this is going to be my in-canon reason. There's an in-canon reason why, not railroading, but like you are aware of this thing that has now happened. Like
Nina is so okay. Nina has a thing. Nina does not like this. Nina does not like this at all because Nina wants to be the one who solves the mystery. And this is just putting the training wheels on. Nina doesn't want a GM. Nina wants to do the thing properly. And she's like, oh my god, this person's ruining my whole fucking thing.
And I'm not gonna...
Nina's thinking about, what if she writes down all her adventures in a really... Like, what if she writes down her adventures and offers them to this god to make them stop doing that? Not do that.
Hanu?
Or to make them...
Sorry.
Do it in a way where Nina finds out herself. Solves the mystery.
I have a question or two I want to ask her, but I want to run it by you guys first. I have two questions, and I'll say them to you guys out of character first. Question one, how many of you fucks know about us?
That's a good question.
Second question, and one that she probably won't answer. Are we your fault? Did you write the Did you write the paragraphs?
Yeah, no, that is what I was gonna ask.
Oh, okay. You can ask that, and she can tell you whether or not she'll answer.
Well,
okay.
Will that count against our question?
Well,
yes,
I think
that's the. So you can like, if you want a question that this to be your thing of like she'll answer one question, and you ask a question that she'd be like, Nope, not gonna answer that. She'll tell you I'm not gonna answer that. But if she doesn't answer, it won't count against your.
Okay, so we
if she gives you an answer.
okay then. I suggest we ask that then, because if she won't be able to answer, then we'll
Oh,
get. Our
but if
question.
she can answer and it's a simple lol no, then we wasted it.
Hmm.
I think the more important one is how many of you fucks know about us. And out of character, and in Hanu's brain, he's like, are we your fault? Are you mom?
Nina's thinking about this, and Nina's like, do I want to know, or do I want the mystery to be intact?
That's
And
why we can
Nina's-
always ask the how many of you fucks know, because that's not a mystery, that's just information.
Oh, no. Nina's straight up considering getting her memory erased of this entire thing.
You can do that. I won't, but you can.
Eshe takes a deep breath and says, I'm glad you made it clear what was off limits, because otherwise I would have asked you if I killed all those children. I suppose I'll get back to that later.
I can't. I will answer that one if that's your question.
Eshe's face sort of goes pale, and she swallows dryly, and she says, no, I think this is a better one. What can we do to avoid, imperialism from the people who we are helping settle on this planet?
Oh, I like that one.
Yes.
She looks at all of you. Is that your question?
Yes,
Sure.
we are desperately trying to.
Oh, I'm
avoid
sorry.
making it
I
look
thought
like an
do we each
invasion.
get one question, or
No,
just
no,
one as a
it's
group?
one as a group.
Okay. Oh shit,
Dive-
I'm so
dive-
sorry.
That's fine.
That's a good question.
Dive speaks up. Everyone here has stated before that, including Angel, who you probably know who Angel is, that they are experiencing grief about what happens after, where we will all inevitably be separated to fulfill our purposes, she says in quotation marks.
Hanu is
And
staring
I
at
don't
you.
believe in that. It would be nice to know how to not have that happen.
I don't believe in that.
Not believing
So what is your
happened
question?
and
Hannah's
having it
conspiracy
happen
theory is wrong.
are two different things. I think the question was, how do we avoid imperialism?
That's my question. What was yours, Dive?
No, it would. So what do you mean by the imperialism stuff then?
How do we not do in England?
Oh,
Yes.
I think.
Oh,
So
okay. I guess my question would be
you-
how.
out of
do you
character, the thing is, Hada would have to know that,
I do know that.
and the
Don't
answer is more
be a dick.
complicated than I can answer.
Obviously, the answer is complicated, but she can give us specific things that will help, at the very least, lessen the chances.
So
How
I guess
do we
Dive's
peacefully
question.
integrate and not make it look like an invasion?
I think Dive's question is more when the people are finally landed, how do we make it so that we're not treated like shit and forced to separate away from each other?
Also a good question.
Nina doesn't believe in that. Nina doesn't believe that will happen.
Hey, but yeah, this is too hard. Can we have a question each, please?
Not believing it will happen and it actually not happening are two different things.
Maybe if you ask real nicely.
She does the
This-
puppy dog eyes.
Can
The same eyes that they both just did to Kanar.
And now it turns it into like a she does them back at you. It's just a,
Oh,
Puss in Boots
it's
soft
the
pause.
Yeah. Do we
Roll me
do you wanna-
diplomacy.
Hanu, just quietly. Oh, don't work on me. I'm dead inside.
I think I'm going to re-roll that. Do we get a hero point?
Yeah,
Do you have a? What's your card?
Okay. Something that's I think I have Ancestors Might or something, but that doesn't give me
No, wouldn't it?
diplomacy.
Ancestors
I don't-
Might gives you a bonus equal to one of your ancestry scores. A
Yeah,
status
but I don't
bonus.
think.
And you had to put something in charisma.
So what would that be? Would it be better to do that, or would it be better to just roll again?
So you rolled a 12. That would put I believe Ancestors Might is a +2 status bonus. So numerically speaking, a +2 is potentially better than a reroll because you could get lower.
Mm-hmm. Which one? You want the solid bet, or do you want to play gotcha?
Nina has solved it in her mind.
Roll for that 5-star.
Shit.
I'll tell you what. I'll allow 2 questions. I like y'all that much.
This isn't one of our questions, but I don't suppose you know a grandmother spider, do you?
What?
Wait, but out of character, where was that name?
Grandmother spider. It's a Wongi god based on Anansi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware of them.
Well, that's more than I've gotten so far.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that I found someone aware of her before I found
Only-
someone aware of Pharasma.
Well, only because I'm aware of all stories.
That's exactly why I...
Hanu grabs his head. Ow! Oh, don't like that. That's fucked up.
I think it's because
Nina
That
goes outside to scream.
Nina brings Hanu with her because Nina knows Hanu doesn't want to be here either.
No, I gotta ask questions.
I
Okay.
have a feeling that's because the world that we came from the simulation never actually existed in the first place.
Do you want that answered?
No.
No.
Is
I
Golarion real? Does it still exist? What happened to it? There's so many questions.
You certainly remind me of her attitude. I like that less than I thought I was when I was young.
I find that most storyteller gods, or looks at and dive, are little shits.
Yeah.
You're ruining this story.
She looks flabbergasted. Hold
Oh,
on.
Nina's just gonna straight up tell it. Nina's angry. Nina know I rolled a 27 on art law, and Nina's like, "You are ruining this story."
the worst thing you could tell to a storyteller god, you're spoiling the story.
I think Nina has to roll a new character.
Nina, I think you may want
Nina
to
is
shut
mad.
the fuck up.
Nina is mad.
No. Hear this. Why? Why am I ruining the story?
I'm supposed to be the detective
Mhm.
who figures things out.
Mhm.
And I'm not supposed to run into the author who just goes by and nudges me along. I'm supposed to figure this out on my own.
All right.
You are coming in
World's
here
greatest
bragging
detective.
about knowing all these things, and you're telling me that why not just tell me right now? If you're not supposed to be seen, you're supposed.
The invisible hand of the author. No, I understand. The problem is, I'm not your author, Nina. Let me ask you this.
You are taking
World's
that role.
greatest detective. Without my gentle guiding hand, though maybe a little forceful, I will admit, but my guiding hand, how would you have found out about the deacon? I make up the deacon. Her and I had nothing to do with what she did. And yes, that poor boy did want adventure. but he never prayed to me. I
We
never
would have
involved myself.
investigated the haunted mines eventually. I don't care about. I don't care. I care that you don't. You shouldn't be in this story.
I disagree.
If I
Dearest
wrote this
Nina.
down, if I wrote this down honestly, you
Yes.
being here ruins the whole thing.
Except
It would
you
be a
already
terrible story.
Except you already have a god, Nina. It would be narratively unsatisfying to only meet one of the 12. And considering what I know about what you possibly will do in the future, it would be narratively unsatisfying to not meet any more.
I do think that you shouldn't tell us anything about the future. I think this should be relegated to past information.
Would my question count as one about the future then?
What was your question?
Mine was, how can we avoid allowing the people on our ship to do an imperialism?
I'm willing to answer that one, but that is future stuff. So,
Yes,
of
that's
these new
why I
rules,
asked
you're
that.
correct.
I also feel like I want to butt in real quick, Nina.
Also, you can't know the future.
Real fast. Zero looks at the list.
Zero looks at the
So
code
I
of
will
time.
note, out of character, I will note, Nina's upset because she thinks she solved all the things. And now that this character is introduced, Nina's like, oh, no, everything I do is undermined because someone else pointed me in the direction.
How do you say this god's name?
Which one?
Boogiard?
Boogiard?
Boogiard. Yeah, Boogiard.
Nina, real fast. I want to clear up a small misconception about Miss Boogiard. Boogiard?
Yeah.
Boogiard. Yeah. Her.
Yeah, Dive basically just jumped off the bed, floated over Boogiard, and is now hugging Nina, stroking hair. It is okay.
She
It's not okay.
She is putting an air out. Something in air that I don't think is honest. She is not some extra material story entity. She is just a demigod here who is writing fan fiction. She is not
Hey now,
outside of our vision.
Don't
She's
put
just
me
a
in it.
person.
some of the best work of art of fanfiction. Let me be clear on that one.
Don't put me in it. Don't put yourself in it.
I
Okay.
admit, I've never really been fond of fanfiction. Ashe slaps herself in the face. Why did I
You
just do
shouldn't.
that?
We should not be in the same story.
She is not me even more clear. This demigod Boogiard is not an author, period. She is an entity. No different than Canaris.
Okay.
The most she can do is watch. She is
I
a
write
reader,
down-
not a writer.
If I write down my
I would also like to clarify that she did not nudge you anywhere. She nudged me.
That's
if I
also
write
true.
if I write my adventures down, can you?
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, Nina's asking either leave me the fuck alone or make it so I always know you. But if it's you,
Let me ask you a question. Why would you have investigated the mines?
they were haunted.
No, they weren't.
I may have eventually taken a look into that, but that's not one of the things I chose to handle right away.
Mm-hmm.
And you're correct, I would have diagnosed that they aren't haunted, and I don't know whether or not I would have gone far enough to figure out the truth.
Yeah, and no one would have brought up the fact that someone was missing. So there's no reason, no no reasonable reason that you would investigate the mines unless someone gently told you that something was wrong.
Is that a no? If I know it's you, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay.
Why does that make it a difference?
Then you're giving me a job. Then I don't
Wait,
think it's
so-
me.
Wait,
Then
so
I
how
can't
would-
credit myself for the things you tell me.
So, let me make this clear to you. I'm not going to, you walk into a town and, plot hook, go this way. I'm not doing that. I don't intend to do that. I never intended to do that. I didn't point you in the direction of the deacon until you had made the decision just to spend the week here, to not do much, and then leave. You had no intention of going anywhere near the mines. And that plot hook would never have been found. Only when you had made decisions in such a way that you would not have found it at all did I intervene.
Also, we were not just sitting here doing nothing. We were supplying. Hanu says, looking at Kanaris.
You were preparing to go on the mission. Yes. But I mean, you want doing anything that would have got you closer to looking at the deacon.
Nina's kind of like in her head confronting her own motivations. Like
Nina.
she's like, oh, I am being selfish here because the thing that happened was that we helped people because of this person. And Nina thinks, oh, I'm being selfish. I just want to have the credit for solving this. And the thing Nina's confronting in her head is that she's being selfish right now.
You solved the mystery. That's all on you. You put all the pieces together. The only thing I did was say, hey, there is a mystery here.
Yeah, Nina.
In fact, I didn't even say there was a mystery here. I said, hey, look over here. That's all I did.
Let me put it like this. If there is I'm talking out of character. Pretend that this is all in character and she's making sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Brigade is the quest giver, but the mystery of the quest is still being solved by you and no one else.
Yeah, I think the thing Nina wants here is that Nina doesn't want to think she found the thing herself. Nina wants to be like, if all she's doing is, oh, I need help, or like, if the thing is coming from someone else, Nina doesn't want to think she did it herself.
But
you know?
Nina, you did do it yourself.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
back at
I
the
know.
auction house.
Yeah,
that
I
had
know,
nothing
like-
to do with Brigade.
Yeah. And Nina's like thinking about it. Nina's like, okay, actually, that's fair because this was only a quest giving thing. The Hodak though,
Yeah,
that was a completely invented thing. And
you're right.
already
I went too far on that. I went too far that. I did do that, and I said that, and I swear that I will never make anything wholesale. There's too many beautiful plot hooks out there already for me to make something up again.
Ashe will say, Nina, at the risk of saying something that seems like a non sequitur, I think that you and I might be thinking about stories quite differently. You spoke of writing down your adventures, but when I think about stories, I think about oral storytelling. I think about songs and epics and poems.
I mean,
A story is a
believe-
tale to tell to excite the masses.
the best way to remember my things is to take notes.
I'm not saying you shouldn't take notes. The point I'm making is that when you make an oral history or an oral story, Every teller changes it, even if they don't intend to. This
That's-
is that kind of story, I think.
That's cool, Ashley, but I don't know how that's relevant.
If
It
I-
seems like. Sorry, go on.
I want to. Okay. I want to give you a story. I want to. If I make sure that this story is known, can you let me not think I found something I didn't?
How many stories have you read, Nina?
Hanu
lot.
without thinking, very little. We've only
Mm.
existed for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And in how many of those stories is there a moment of, by happen chance, the heroes look over and find a wanted poster of the very man they just met, realizing that he was the villain, or something of just happenstance that happens to let everything fall into place, or a gentle moment of coincidence
You don't have to do
that brings it all together, or that starts the entire thing. The young boy happens to have to leave town, happens to leave his house
We didn't
at the
have
right
that.
time, so the bandits don't show up and kill him and sets him on the adventure.
See, this is the thing I'm afraid of.
But that's me. That's my gentle guidance, starting the story, making sure it happens.
Could you be
And
more
that's it.
heavy-handed about it?
Why?
And what would heavy-handed be?
Just tell me.
But how unsatisfying is that?
Oh, it's way more satisfying when I saw something on my own.
Nina, it's not. Honey, it's
Are
not
you-
like this.
I feel like you might be worried about the loss of control.
Yeah,
That was my point with writing versus speaking.
what?
Our stories are being spoken by us, not written down by her. So you don't need to. I do understand that I'm being a hypocrite here, but you don't need to fear her quite so much.
I don't. No. No, you're wrong.
I mean, I do understand the difference between a written story and an oral story, because a written story is as the words depict. It is the same story every time, whereas a spoken story can change, it can twist, it can become better, it can become worse. It all depends on the storyteller.
Precisely.
Uh,
We're the
so,
tellers.
so out of curiosity, I do want to note Nina's being selfish. She's really her ego is taking a big hit here.
Nina's freaking
Can
out.
you explain out of character what Nina's problem?
So Nina's problem is that Nina wants to solve the mystery herself. And if someone is nudging her along, she feels like she can't take credit for solving the mystery. Like every potential mystery in the future, if this deity is making tiny nudges here and there that Nina doesn't know about, Nina doesn't feel like she can take credit for solving the mystery when she does solve the mystery. And she's not going to solve every mystery. She's going to give other people credit for solving parts
Nina
of
will
the
not
mystery.
get the ego boost if she knows she's being told the
Mhm.
answer.
This
Y-
boogie
and-
man.
And like that's Nina being selfish. She's entirely selfish because she
You-
knows that just doing the copper mine thing that helped people, which is more important than her ego. But she is still feeling about it.
Okay, so Dive goes,
Miss Boogie, I have a question.
Hmm.
So you're only going to do the very very beginning of
making us aware that something is up, right?
not helping us anywhere before, during, or after?
No, how? Why? That would be entirely unsatisfying. Of a story to like you happen to solve it because a coincidence happens. No. That's entirely unsatisfying. But if you happen to like be walking in town and you totally miss and you have no reason to go investigate this one pawn shop that's clearly doing something shady, but you have no reason to go over there, and then you're leaving town never to return. That's
Yeah,
unsatisfying. That can't have that. I need you to go look at the shop. Just look at it. Just see that something's wrong, and that's it. That's all I need from you, because you will solve the mystery on your own.
See
That's
what
all I
mean?
need.
It's not that they are helping you solve the mystery anyway. It's moreover, if you were like if you missed a mystery to begin with, and you like would never have found the mystery, and you would leave to never return.
You can just tell me.
I feel like yes, she can just tell you. However, that
Out of character,
That
that's
is-
not fun.
yeah, out of character that's not fun. In character, Dive says, however, where is
This
the
so
mystery? Okay, just give me 1 second.
I
Where
like
is
out
the
of character. I
mystery
love
in
this.
that?
This is really cool, Hannah. Yeah.
Where is the mystery in that? If they just come out and tell you, that's a massive spoiler. If they
Nope.
tell you
Not-
the tiniest little bit of information and you go to take that and run with it, that's a lot better story.
Yes,
Because that's all you.
but then I know.
How would you know?
Then I know that she told me
I
the tiniest
believe
little bit
you
of
are-
information.
Oh, this may be a long shot. I'm just
I
piece together things here. I believe you may be getting caught up more in the process than the result.
oh no, the process is what matters to me.
Exactly. That is what you are getting so caught up in wanting to do the process yourself that you are not paying attention to what happens afterwards.
Also, I feel
also-
like you're not
I
hearing
know.
what we're saying much.
Yes.
I know I'm making a request here. I'm begging. I'm praying.
I feel like
So-
you
so-
have forgotten that we're all already the puppets of fate, dancing on the strings as we have been allowed to do.
That's fake.
But Nina, I thought everything. No.
So here's my thing. I'm okay with that. However, that means that I will purposely not do anything that like hey, do you want to go and like you notice you happen to notice thing, but it also means that you can never take the feat that's odd.
Hannah, out of character. I'm fine with you doing.
Yes.
Like, because I'm okay with circumstance being the reason. Nina does not want to know there's a character who does this.
Uh-huh.
Nina does not want to know this because that's odd is supposed to be Nina's skill. Nina's skill. And Nina doesn't want to be like that's the thing. Like Nina's being selfish, Nina's being like her ego is taking a hit here. Also, I think that's odd could still be Nina's skill.
Hatter.
I'm sorry.
Wait, Hatter. Can we move to voice 2 for a second? I just had an idea.
Okay.
The plot thickens.
like the alternative to what Nina's sorry.
The god.
Yeah.
Just want to know, Hanu hates everything that's going on right now.
That's fair.
Hanu's like,
Actually-
man, this doesn't matter.
Yeah, Eshe is sort of in a slightly similar boat. Because, as always, Eshe is a defeatist in a way.
I personally can understand where Nina's coming from because it's like, what's the point in the story if you already know the answer? But at the same time, the story is the adventure. It's like,
Yeah, Nina's approaching this as a mystery that Nina is solving, and she is approaching the story as like, if I write this down, I want the reader to be able to solve this mystery along with me. I don't want a character to come in and be like, "Ooh, I solved this mystery already. Here, let me give you some secret clues."
That's
Like-
not what's happening.
That's not
Yes.
what's happening now.
But that's what Nina's thinking.
Yeah, I'm not. I came in on
Yeah.
the secret clues. I'm not giving you like clues of like, hey,
But like this character is explicitly saying that she will give like hints that we have missed.
No,
All
not
he's saying
hints.
is, hey, there's something going on over there, and then that's it.
yeah.
That's
If
all
I
she
have
will
a
ever
if I
say.
have a
No,
plot
no, no,
hook-
not hints. Not we don't know the hints, but they are hints.
but not in the mystery, right? Like, if I have a plot hook,
But
That-
the problem with Nina is Nina thinks that everything.
This is
Yeah, Nina thinks
the
everything is a mystery.
personification of that.
So,
of
if
Yeah.
I have a plot hook about like, you know, a cult has infiltrated a royal family, right? And you like, you know, you walk into town, you walk into the kingdom, you interact with them a little bit, and then you leave, and you have no intention of ever returning.
Yeah.
My plot hook for this story is going to be ignored.
Yes.
My Boogiard goes, oh, we can't just let that be ignored, and something in the world tells you, hey, look at the advisor. Something's wrong. The way the advisor seems like, make a perception check. You happen to notice in the reflection of a mirror that happens to be there, you notice that when he leans in to talk to the king, his mouth doesn't actually move.
But Nina would think that's her own skill, and she doesn't want to doubt that ever.
But the moment, yeah, that's fair. But and then the moment that you're like, oh, something's here, she's not touching it. She's gonna let you.
No,
do whatever.
that's fair. But
Yeah.
what Nina wants is to never be able to doubt her own skill in this, because she thinks one of her greatest skills is finding clues. And like Nina would rather know that Boogiard is doing this, is the difference here, than think that Nina is the difference here. So that's the thing Nina's asking. Either Nina doesn't know Boogiard does this, or Nina knows Boogiard does it when Boogiard does it. That's like basically what Nina's asking, because Nina doesn't want to
Nina-
attribute that to herself.
Do you think that that would really make you satisfied, though?
Yes, it's like walking into town and finding a request for help on a board, or having someone be like, "Oh no, something is happening.
Is that
That's
I need help."
what he's
Precisely.
describing?
yes,
But I wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't.
Nina,
you-
you don't get to know everything.
As harsh as that is to say, nobody will ever know anything, everything.
But there's manipulation going on here.
Is that you,
I-
Ellen, saying that, or is that Nina saying that?
No, this is deliberate. This is deliberate withholding information.
Dive looks at Boogiard.
If Nina thinks it's her doing it, then Nina's wrong.
Nina,
If someone put up a poster saying "Find my dog," then Nina knows someone put up a poster saying "Find my dog."
but that could be Bookiard.
Yeah, that's fine. Nina's okay with that.
That's what she was saying she was gonna do.
Yeah.
No, Hannah was saying she was gonna do perception, like, you
Is that
do a
not
perception check,
Is that not? No, it is.
and
basically just-
you find a clue out of place. That's a different.
I mean, that's what he's been doing anyway.
Already.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
no,
he's
no.
always
Hannah
been
doing
doing.
it
He's
is
now
fine.
just given
Nina
a
knowing
person.
this character does it is Nina's problem with it.
Mhm.
Nina doesn't want credit for things she didn't do. Is the thing.
The,
When it's
the
the,
truth is,
actual omnipresent voice of the narrator, it's fine. But when it's Boogiard doing it. It's not.
Yeah.
What's basically happened is Hatter has given his narrator a VTuber, and Nina is officially against that.
Nina doesn't want to be a character in the story where this character is fucking with the story and making Nina think she did them.
Did you
It's
think
not
that
fucking with the story.
No, doing the story and making.
Did you think that the gods didn't already have us tied up?
I didn't know.
You didn't
And isn't
realize
that the
that?
greatest mystery in life? That we
Actually,
don't
just-
know things.
I don't
Actually,
like that.
genuinely sounds surprised. Well, you can not like it all you want, but it is still what it is. Eventually, Pharasma gets us all.
Can I kill you?
What?
I would prefer if you didn't.
I'm asking.
Technically, yes.
Technically,
Technically, yes. You could certainly
can
try,
try.
and could possibly succeed.
I don't want to.
Eshe's
I
Membele
just-
is in her hand. I
She's
don't
talking
think
to
you're
the
crazy
god,
enough
not
to do
you.
that.
I just want to know when it's you.
would that not be the biggest spoiler to the mystery, though? That you
No.
know you're being put on a mystery?
No, because she said she's not making up the story. She's just
Nina,
giving the quests.
calm. Breathe. With your non-organic lungs, you're having a panic attack.
I
Sit
am.
down.
Dive is like
Breathe.
patting her head.
Eshe
Take a
just
step
walks
away.
out.
Also, Eli, just to be clear, you knew that Ellen was talking about the god, not Eshe, right?
Yeah.
No, I thought that Nina just said, "Can I kill you?" to Eshe.
No,
No.
she's talking to Boogiard.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
Ju-
Nina does not
Just so
want an
you
omniscient
are
dog.
aware.
Who fucks
Because-
with that?
okay.
Esse's freaking out, but that was in no way pointed at Eshe ever.
No, that was not pointed at Eshe. That was pointed at the
Okay.
god.
When did that book, yeah.
To,
So,
to be fair, I
just
don't
so you
blame
know-
her because I thought that for a second as well.
Yeah, that was. It seemed like it was in response to what Eshe had just
Well,
said.
it was in response to what Eshe said because Nina
But it
doesn't
wasn't
like
pointed
the
at
idea
Eshe.
of a god who can. Nina likes her own agency.
Mhm.
Basically, Nina wants
Eshe-
agency in solving things.
Eshe will still leave because she's getting very frustrated with this conversation. But I don't know if she will have. I can retcon away her being terrified by that response.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
just so you
Yeah.
are aware, Eli. Like, I don't want Eshe to have something against Nina for something that was never said to her.
Yeah.
I think more against. Nina.
Also, Ellen,
Hmm.
can I ask you out of character, because it's getting later,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
how do we do anything to solve this issue that Nina is having? Is there
don't know.
anything that can be done? Because
Oh.
I would like to end the session sometime.
So
We can't
I mean,
run
I-
in circles.
I
I had an idea, and that's
The-
why I went into Hatter with Voice 2 with,
Yeah.
is if we have Boogiard say, okay, I won't help at all. Like, nothing. Hands clean, never interact with you again. But it still does. And just not tell Nina.
Oh
Nina will
yeah.
have no way of knowing.
Honestly,
Nina
that
will have no
would
way of
be
knowing.
the best
So
one, yeah.
the one is, Nina doesn't know, and that solves Nina's problem. Or two, Nina gets a little pop-up at the top of the screen that's like strange wasteland, or that's like Boogiard is giving you a clue right now.
The
And then
problem,
I
Nina's
really-
like,
Nina gets
Boogiard
the
is giving me a
Fallout
clue
pad.
right now. I
I-
can solve the rest of this mystery.
So,
It honestly kind of felt to me like there was no way out of this except for giving Nina what she wanted.
how out of
Um,
character, Ellen.
I don't like Boogiard can also just say, no, I'm just gonna do my thing, and Nina's gonna be like,
So, it seems to me, Ellen, that the options here are Boogiard does what she wants and Nina will never know if that is happening. Or you take That's Odd, and whenever something happens, That's Odd triggers and goes Wild Wasteland activated.
yeah, like
the
that's
problem-
basic what
She
Nina's
takes
asking.
that's
The-
odd,
the
and
problem-
nothing happens because she
the
won't
problem-
tell you the clue.
The problem with you being like, yeah, Boogia, just tell me, is that to her, it's unsatisfying narratively if the story
And out
is
of character, yeah, I agree.
is interrupted saying, hey, by the way, this is the hand of the narrator going, hey, look at this.
The plot point, go over here.
Yeah, this is a plot point, go over here. Even though that is like, we all like quietly agree that it's the voice of the narrator saying, hey, go over here. But if it is outrightly
you-
stated, yes, but like
That's fine.
like,
It will
Yeah, but if
always
it's-
be Hatter.
it'll always be me. But in
Yeah.
canon, it's Boogiard, and Boogiard going, that's very unsatisfying if we all tacitly agree openly that this is the voice of the narrator going, hey, go look at this.
It's been
Instead of us quietly agreeing that this is the voice of the narrator, hey, go over look at this.
Yeah,
not
but-
physically standing
but-
there with a piece of paper saying, go here for the plot.
I want to know.
That's the problem, right?
You- You brought up this possibility, and Nina's always going to doubt herself now. Because now she knows there's a narrator who's going to
That's
her
exactly
in
what
the
Eshe
direction.
was trying to point out to Nina.
And she's always going to doubt herself now. But she doesn't
That-
want this. Nina doesn't want Bugia to ever have told her that. Like Nina, like this is unsatisfying to Nina. This is gonna make so many things unsatisfying to Nina.
That's Eshe was trying to tell Nina that no matter what she got from the god, she would never be satisfied.
No. Nina can be satisfied in two ways. Either Nina doesn't know.
If she had her memory erased, she'd notice the pattern and try to figure out what it was.
If there's
And
a
then we
pattern.
would go through this all again.
Yep,
don't think
So
there'd
exactly.
be a pattern.
so that's the problem, right? In and out of character, right? I'm fine with the idea of, because now this is like us stepping back and out of character,
Mhm.
figuring how this is gonna work. I am fine with like, I'll be like, yeah, okay, fine, I won't do anything ever, and then just still doing it, and everyone else is like, yeah, she's still doing it. But at some point, it's probably gonna get brought up again. Well, she's like, yeah, of course I've been helping you. Or Nina goes, is this Boogiard? Boogiard, you're still helping us, aren't you? And she's like, Murr!
Well,
And Eshe tried to explain that to Nina, but then Nina yelled, "What if I killed you?"
yeah, but what if Nina killed Bugia?
But how does that help anyone other than Nina?
That it boosts
That
Nina's
literally
ego. That's
only
it.
help-
Yeah, no, Nina knows that's
literally
selfish. That's
only
a dumb
helps
idea.
Nina's ego for a short period of time.
No,
She like pokes Nina.
Bad. You're being egotistical.
yeah. So out of character, I think this character working like this brings up this problem.
I am so sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, that's okay. But like this god working like this, being the
I
the
had a god
nudging-
of stories and a bunch
Yeah.
of plot hooks that it's possible you to straight up miss. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'll just fix the problem by having the god of stories be like, hey, you missed
I
a
mean-
plot hook over there, you might want to go look.
Yeah, but like then Nina wants to either know that the god of story is doing, or
Why
not
don't
know
you
about this character at all.
Mm.
Like that's the
Out
thing.
of character, I think that Boogiard just having to tell us would be no fun at all.
Like tell us when this is happening.
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't seem when it's basically like, hey, go over here. It's not as good as saying, hey, there's something weird going on over there.
I
Well,
think
if
I have an
Bugia is
easy...
doing it still, then it's still.
We're talking about
feels
out
like-
of character.
Yeah,
Okay, in character, I think I have an easy way
Then
of
don't bring
settling this,
attention
at
to
least
it.
for now. Because it is getting late.
Yeah.
Dive floats over to Nina, flicks her in the forehead. You're being mean.
That's not gonna make Nina stop.
We We need to have a talk. You're being not very nice. And you are thinking about only yourself and not about others. Okay?
Sure.
She like holds up her finger like she's gonna flick her again.
That Hodak could have killed us.
Yeah, and I apologize for that multiple times.
And she said that sort of thing will not happen again. And if it does happen again,
She does the flicking motion over to Boogiard.
then I'll be
She,
coming
like,
for you too.
She like backs the fuck up, like, you know, like takes a half step back. Whoa, hey.
Put those weapons down.
Uh-oh. If she does do it again, then I'll be coming for you too.
Just flicks the air in front of her.
Hanu is
Yeah.
so tired in the background.
Alright, if
This-
you really won't want me involved at all ever, fine. I'll go. Enjoy watching y'all do everything.
Wait. Our questions.
Oh, we can ask those next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah, I think that's a nice
Yeah,
end for the
that's a
stream.
good place to
Out
end
of
this.
character,
Yeah.
I think we need to ask Ellen how she thinks that this
We
be
can do
resolved
that
for
after
you.
the
Yeah, we
stream
can do that
ends.
after.
Yeah,
this.
once
Yeah,
it's
it-
wrapped up.
We've done enough in character, and like we'll figure out something. We'll have an in-depth discussion.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, how do you want to end do your ending?
Yes,
or your-
yes, thank you all so much for playing with me. Thank you, Zero, for streaming. Thank you all so much for listening, all the new faces, all the old faces, all the friends and all the strangers that yet become our friends, and those in the future of the time machines. Thank you as well. Until next time, don't forget to spread the weird. Good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.